Episode 20. Arthur's point of view. Cook took Jimin to the hospital with Hobi for X-ray. Thankfully, Jimin doesn't get any fracture. When he regained his consciousness and couldn't find tea there, he got panic attack, but Cook handled him with so maturely. Hobi brought the medicines for him and returned to home. The whole route he was talking non-stop. They both were anxious to hear Jimin's voice. Finally, they both were silent relieved to see him perfectly fit and fine. Cook was feeling guilty to not protect Jimin. He thought Jimin will hate him and never forgive him. But for his surprise, Jimin didn't blame him. He hugged him tightly and made him understand that it's not his fault. It's just a misunderstanding. After hearing this, Cook relieved from his guilt. Let's see what happens next. Everyone was in T's room. T still hasn't regained his consciousness. All were worried for Vmin, but more for Jimin, because if he gets fractured, then how will he stay at same place, as he has the habit of running and jumping all the time. Yoongi came there with Cook's broken trophy. Yoongi, Mom, Dad, Hyang, sure, broken trophy. Mrs. Kim, Yoongi, Mom, it's broken. Mrs. Kim, we all knew it. Yoongi, now what should I do? Mr. Kim, throw it in dustbin. Cook, Dad, what are you saying? It's the reward of Cook's hard work. How can I throw it? Jin clapped. Oh wow, very soon you remembered it. That is the reward of Cookie's hard work. You didn't remember when you broke it? Yoongi, Yang, I was angry at that time. I was only thinking about Minnie at that time. He was missing and we didn't know. Where did he go? Jin, and in your so-called anger, you forget that he is our second Maknaes. Just like Minnie, he is also a baby for us. He also needs our love and support. Yes, I know he did a mistake, but that was unintentionally. He didn't forget Minnie. He first called June. When he didn't pick the call, then he called in company to contact with June. After that, he went to check Jimin at his school, but he wasn't there, so he thought June already picked him. He wasn't wrong at his place. Anyone can do what he did. Looked at June. It was June's fault. It all happened because of his carelessness. He just sent a message, then don't think to check it again. He didn't even wait for Cookie's confirmation. Even after the meeting, he didn't even call to Cookie or at home to confirm that Minnie reached at home or not. How can you be such a careless, June? Cook is far responsible than you. And after happening this all, you blamed him. I didn't say anything at that time because Minnie was missing. Our first priority to find him. But don't you think I forgot about what did you do, and you will definitely receive what you deserve. Just wait for everyone's return. And you, Yoongi, you looked at T, who was sleeping peacefully, called yourself as Mafia King. Is this how you do justice? You didn't even try to understand his situation. My poor baby, already returned from school, being all tied up. After that, his surprise test happened. He didn't even eat anything. Do I need to remind you that how much energy needs to clear Taekwondo test? He became first, even after being tired. He happily came to home with trophy. He must be thinking that his parents and Hyangs must be feeling proud on him. They all will praise him. But what did you do, You broke his trophy, which he won by his hard work. You didn't even satisfy to break his trophy, Dad. You said so many harsh words to him. You called his test as useless test. In your anger, you forgot that he is in teenage. We all went through by this crucial phrase. Don't you know how much people's word affect us? What people think or say to us, it doesn't matter, but if our own family doesn't understand us and blame us, then it hurts 1,000 times more. You said so many things in anger which you don't remember, but Cookie remembered each and everything. You demoralized him because of you. He will start self-doubting. You made him feel guilty. He will thought himself a selfish and careless person. He must be thinking that he can't do anything properly. You all hate him. You compared him with tea. Now tell me, if he start hating with tea because of comparison, then what if he hold any grudge inside his heart? Then you will become a reason of differences between two brothers. 3 to 5 and 12 to 18 are very crucial phase of their life. If a person learn anything wrong between these period of time, then you can't change their thinking. You called him selfish. He always thinks about tea and Minnie before himself. If you gave him anything to eat, he first asked, did tea or Minnie get it or not? If not, then he himself did 3 equal share of his food and gives to them. We all are very lucky to have such an understanding Maknaes. I purposely sent him with Hobi so that he can spend some times with Minnie. He was feeling so guilty. I can see deep guilt in his eyes. Just like us, he was also worried for Minnie, and to be honest, more than us. You were ready to throw your hand on him. Yungi, yeah, I realized my mistake. But he was talking rubbish about tea. That's why I raised my hand. Jin, he didn't talk rubbish. He is Tea's twin. Some twins can feel each other's feeling. When mom called us and told me to come back home as soon as possible, then I was also thinking like him. It's normal. You threatened him too much today. He is just a child. You forget this. Yungi, feeling guilty. I'm sorry, Hyang. Please forgive me. I will apologize to him and try to make him understand my point of view too. But now, please help me to fix his trophy. Jin, no, none of us help you. You create the mess. Now you have to clean it by yourself. If Cookie didn't forgive you, then forget about my forgiveness. I won't forgive you. Jin looked at Mr. and Mrs. Kim. Mom, Dad, at least you help me. Mrs. Min, no Yoongi, Jin is right. You hurt my baby so much. I also don't forgive you until Cookie forgive you. Mr. Kim, me too. Your behavior was too childish and reckless. Looked at June. Yours too, June. I didn't expect this from you. You both disappoint me today. Now, talk to us when you fixed everything. Otherwise, forget about us. Yoongi, Mom, Dad, please don't say this. At least tell me how to fix it. Mrs. Kim, why do we tell you anything? When you have ability to break the things, then you should know how to fix it too. You are second hang of your brothers. You should talk maturely. You should boost your Maknaes confidence. But you did totally opposite of this. You didn't break Cookie's trophy only. You break his heart, his confidence, his trust, his everything. Trust me, Yoongi. If Cookie changed himself little bit now, then nobody can worse than me. Remember this. Yoongi, sorry mom, sorry dad. June, I'm really sorry for my behavior. I know I hurt him so much today. I promise I will fix everything. I won't let him change himself a little bit though. Mr. Kim, I don't want your promise. I want the result. Yoongi, I will show you that. Left from there. Time skipped after 1 hour. Yoongi was in his room and tried to fix the trophy. Mr. and Mrs. Kim were in their room. June was in living room and waiting for Jikook and Hobi. T was still unconscious. Jin was laying beside him with closed eyes. Suddenly T regained his consciousness and opened his eyes. The first thing he remembered that Jimin was injured and he dropped him at the main gate. He was worried for him. He started shouting. T sat up and shouts, Minnie! Minnie! Jin quickly held him in his embrace. T, baby, calm down. T looked at Jin. Young, Minnie was injured. He can't be able to stand. His right leg was twisted. Minnie was in pain. I dropped him at the main gate. Where is he? Is he fine or not? Minnie! Minnie! Baby, where are you? Minnie started crying. Hearing his screams, everyone ran inside his room except Yoongi. His room was far away from T's room. He didn't hear T's scream. He was busy to fix Cook's trophy. Mrs. Min ran to his room and saw Jin was protectively hugging T and tried to calm down him. Mrs. Kim softly, T, Bear, what happened? Why are you screaming? T looked at her and hugged her tightly. Mom, Minnie. Mrs. Kim hugged him back. Minnie is fine, baby. Hobi and Cookie took him to the hospital for X-ray. He will be here in no time. There is nothing to worry. Now stop crying. If Minnie comes and saw you like this, then he will be mad on us. Kissed on his forehead. T looked at her with teary blue eyes. Are you saying the truth now? Minnie is fine. Mrs. Kim wiped his tears. Why would I lie to you? He is perfectly fit and fine. Doctor already checked you too. Mr. Kim made him drink water. T, your mom is right. Now drink some water and relax yourself. Everything is fine. There is nothing to worry. Jimin shouts, Titi Yangi! They all heard Jimin's voice and smiled brightly. Kook entered inside the room while carried Jimin on his back. Jimin was looking so happy. Hobi followed them and sat on the couch. Jin immediately stood up and Kook carefully placed Jimin on the bed beside T. Jimin quickly hugged T. Titi Yangi, how are you? T hugged him back. I'm fine, Minnie. How are you? Jimin. Minnie is also fine, but Minnie's leg hurts a lot. Doctor uncle said it will be fine soon. There is nothing to worry. T. That's good. Jimin. Titi Yangi, you know how much worried Minnie was when you didn't wake up? Minnie tried a lot to wake you up, but you didn't. T. Titi Yangi is so sorry for making our Minnie worried. Kook was standing near the bed. His eyes were searching Yoongi. Here is everyone except him. Kook in mind. Yoongi Yang is so angry from me. He didn't come here to meet Minnie. Does he hate me? He must be very, very angry. And he should be. After all, I disappoint him. Because of my carelessness, I almost lost Minnie. I have to do hard work to gain everyone's forgiveness and trust again. Jin placed his hand on his shoulder. Cookie, sit down, baby. Why are you standing? Cook flinched hard at the sudden touch. Jin Yang. Jin, yes, it's me. Why are you scared? Sit here. Cook shook his head. No, I'm fine. Jin forcefully made him sit. No, you aren't. Sit here and relax. Gave him water. Now drink the water. Mrs. Kim gave water to him. Hobi, water. What did doctor say? Hobi gulped the water. Thanks, mom. Doctor said he is fine. Thankfully, he doesn't have fracture. He has only sprain in his leg. He will be fine soon. Till then, no running and jumping. Mr. Kim, that a big relief for us. Jin messaged Yoongi and called him in T's room, and within a minute he came there and saw a happy Jimin and scared Cook. Cook immediately looked down. He doesn't have confidence to look into his eyes. Yoongi looked at Cook's swollen forehead. Cookie, what happened to your forehead? Everyone looked at him. Cook tried to hide it from his hand. Nothing, Yang. Yoongi went near him and touched his forehead. What nothing? I can clearly see it. Tell me, how do you get it? Jimin. It happened because of Minnie. June raised his one eyebrow. Because of you? Now what did you do? Jimin. Minnie threw the tree and it hit on Cookie Hyangi's forehead. Mr. Min. But why did you throw the tree? Hobi. He got panic attack when he regained his consciousness but couldn't find tea there. I was in doctor's cabin and Cook went to washroom. Nobody was there. He was throwing the things. Cook somehow handled him. Jimin. Minnie didn't hurt Cookie Yoongi intentionally. Minnie already said sorry to Cookie Yoongi. Immediately hold his ears by his hands. Minnie should surely Cookie Yoongi. Minnie shouldn't do that. Please forgive Minnie. Kook ruffles his ears. It's okay, Minnie. I'm not angry with you. T remembered his strawberry box. Titi Yoongi, you know, Minnie brought strawberries for you. Looked here and there to find his strawberries box but couldn't find it. Oh ma, Appa, where is Minnie's strawberries box? Mr. Kim, I kept that. You were holding it so tightly and weren't ready to leave it. Gave him his strawberries box. Here is your strawberries box. Jimin quickly held it and started counting. Finally, he was done with counting and satisfied to know that he is total 20 strawberries. Everyone was looking at him with confused eyes except T, because he knows why is he counting the strawberries. After all, he did so much hard work to find that one strawberry in that dark room. Mr. Kim, Minnie, baby, what are you doing? Jimin, Minnie is counting the strawberries, Appa. June, teasingly, yeah, counted. We didn't had your strawberries. Jimin, Minnie doesn't have thirst on monster. June, you little devil. Jimin, Minnie doesn't has time to fight with monster. About to feed strawberry to tea, but Mrs. Kim stopped him. Uma, what happened? Why did you stop Minnie to feed strawberry to Titi Yoongi? Mrs. Kim, Minnie, it must be have germs. Wait, first let me wash it properly. After that, you can feed your Titi Yoongi this, okay? Jimin immediately gave the box to her. But come fast. Mrs. Kim ruffles his ears. I will. Left from there. Hobi, by the way, Minnie, where did you stuck? Jimin, Minnie was stuck in dark room in the... To be continued. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all like it. Now tell me, where did our Minnie stuck? What should Yoongi do to gain Cook's forgiveness? I got your request regarding this and I will definitely make it according to you, but not fully. I will make sure Cook doesn't forgive Yoongi easily, but he will not take more time to forgive him. We will meet soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.